Going on a first date is an exciting and overwhelming adventure that could very well be the first steps to a long-term relationship, but there are some mistakes that you should avoid while at it in order not to ruin your chances of a second date or long-term commitment. Consider staying to the end of this video as we walk through the following steps. Mistakes to avoid on a first date. Number 1. Neglecting appearance. First impressions are everything when going on a first date, and so are personal hygiene and a polished outfit. Presentation speaks volumes about a person's confidence, style, and preferences. Looking good on a date shows the other person that they are worth the effort. However, many people tend to go overboard and overdress for the occasion. It is always helpful to wear something comfortable and classy. Don't neglect your appearance. Even though we prefer people to focus on inner beauty and personality traits rather than the way we look, the truth is, we draw a lot of conclusions about a person within just 7 seconds of meeting them solely based on outward appearance. It goes without saying, personal hygiene and a polished outfit is important, but some of us may need a gentle reminder. The way we present ourselves on the outside says a lot about our style, personal preferences, and confidence. 2. Hogging the conversation. It is important to keep the conversation 50-50 and ask the other person about them. No one wants to hear someone ramble about themselves for an entire date, especially on the first one. Don't overtalk your date. Give them an opportunity to get a few words in. On the other hand, speak up. Don't let your date do all the talking. One thing that is so attractive is being able to hold an intelligent conversation when sensible topics are presented. So, be smart and calculative with your choices of words during a conversation. 3. Being on the phone. Keep your nose out of your phone. Constantly checking your mobile device screams disinterest. Be respectful and polite. Avoid answering calls or checking your text messages when you should be conversing and getting to know your date a little better. Being on a date with anyone who spends too much time on their phones is a common pet peeve. It shows disrespect towards the other person. It is also good practice to give one's date the heads when waiting for an important call or email. 4. Not asking questions. Asking a date questions presents a good opportunity to see if there is chemistry. That not only shows respect and interest, but may also lead to a long-term relationship. Questioning is a good way of getting to know your date better, but be calculative with your questions and don't ask questions that could be too personal for their sensibility. Asking personal questions could be a turn-off and kills attraction as it is perceived as invading of privacy. Meanwhile, if you're enjoying this video, comment "helpful" down below, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel and turn on post notification as we continue. 5. Showing up late. Showing up at the agreed upon time can make or break a date. Being late sends the message that the date is of no value and neither is the other person's time. If you run into traffic or an unexpected setback, give your date a call or text so they aren't just sitting around waiting on you to show up. 6. Talking about past relationships. The reason for a first date with someone is to move on from the past. If the grief over a previous relationship is still fresh, it is not a good idea to start dating again. A date should be made to feel special, and grieving over the past is not the way to do that. So while you're on a first date, you should concentrate on your date. This way, you'll have a memorable date and increase the chances for a second date or future commitment. 7. Don't discuss income or net worth. In fact, limit talk about money altogether. Regardless if you are confident with what's in your bank account or you live paycheck to paycheck, talking about how much money you make or have is tacky. 8. Don't use foul language. It's just not sophisticated, nor classy. 9. Don't compromise who you are and what you believe to impress your date. If you have a few things in common, that's great, but if you have differing opinions or preferences, that's okay. It doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have chemistry or potential, it just means that you are normal individuals with a unique set of likes and dislikes. 10. Don't forget your wallet. It's customary for the person who requested the date to pay for it, but nowadays compromising and discussing how to separate the check isn't considered all that uncommon. 11. Don't drink too much. Your date didn't come on this outing to babysit, and drinking too much puts you at risk for making a fool of yourself. Be conservative and limit yourself to just a couple of drinks. 12. Don't talk about sex on the first date. Despite what popular culture might suggest, it can be pushy and uncomfortable. It also sends the wrong message. 13. Avoid excessive complaining and a negative attitude. Nobody really enjoys spending time with those that have nothing nice to say, and a poor attitude is sure to ruin the date altogether. Think positive, smile and forego being critical, as it can really leave a sour taste. 14. Avoid controversial topics like politics. It's okay to mention that you really love politics, if you do, but avoid expressing your strong left or right-wing opinions on the first date. It can come across as incredibly blunt and possibly offensive if your date is not on the same side of the spectrum. 15. The last. Don't forget your manners. Be polite and respectful. Give compliments and make your date feel appreciated. Going on a first date is an exciting and overwhelming adventure that could very well be the first steps to a long-term relationship. Don't screw it up by saying the wrong things or bringing up uncomfortable topics. Make a good first impression by being attentive and engaging, but most importantly, be yourself. If you find this video helpful, comment interesting down below, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel and turn on post notification to see more of our videos like this. Stay guarded until we meet in my next video. Bye.